The craziest thing about the whole beef is that this would have went completely different had Drake not mentioned Whitney on push-ups. Kendrick warned Drake not once, but twice on Euphoria. And honestly, Euphoria does not get enough recognition for being an absolute prophecy. I'm actually still mad that they did not submit Euphoria for a Grammy.
Yo! This is sad, bro. So if you haven't been paying attention, Drake's legal team is reportedly requesting documents on allegations of DV and V against women by Kendrick Lamar. They are also seeking all documents regarding Dave Free's relationship with Kendrick Lamar and his children. Keep it a buck, Drake, the more that you keep trying to do this, the more of a sore loser you look. Loser. Leave the past in the past, bro. You lost. We are in 2025. You over here like, yo, no, this is why I won the beef, guys. I'm gonna find it out right now. No, I'm telling the truth. When in reality, people don't care, bro. They've already moved on. You doing this just proves that all of these comments live in your mind rent free. Just let it go, bro. You had the opportunity to do this in the moment. And the fact that you're having a legal team do it is like, bro, looking back at how everything played out, everything that Kendrick said about Drake was not true at all. It was the way that he sold it. It was his confidence. It was his charisma. And people rode behind that. Drake, you went into this beef with straight insecurity, and then you tried to sell it as if you ensnared him into a 4D chess trap, when in reality, we knew that that was not the case. Your responses to his claims were weak. You were shaky. Even if Kendrick was saying things that wasn't true about you, he said it with confidence, and that's what sold it at the end of the day, bro. Just take the L in peace and move forward, or else you're gonna be enslaved to this forever. Other than that, though, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious.
From the moment that Drake lost this rap battle with Kendrick, he's been showing more and more about how so not the culture he is. In part of his new, legal pursuit against UMG and Kendrick, clearly Kendrick, because a lot of you kept saying is UMG, Drake is asking the courts to, force UMG to provide documentations pertaining to, Dave Free, who is Kendrick's, long-time collaborator, manager, creative director, all the sort of things. The relationship between Kendrick and his children. In essence, this asking the courts to force them to take a paternity test to prove whose children that is. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. How you bringing children into a lawsuit because you lost a rap beef? A rap beef, mind you, that you ensued. Drop. And now you're forcing the courts to provide paternity tests of whose kids that is. This is who you people are championing. This is who you people are championing as, the king of rap. The rap industry is nothing without Drake on top. Look at this antic. Look at his behavior. In all the documents, he also asked for communication to prove that Pusha T was censored. In other words, if you censored Pusha T, why didn't you censor Kendrick when he was going at me? This lawsuit is just a clear indication of how low Drake will stoop to find a win in anything. He lost the rap beef and he said, I'm going to try and win in courts, no matter how dirty and low I look. This is just shameful. This is shameful.
I usually mind my business, y'all, but Drake stands trying to spin this lawsuit like he didn't sue because he lost the rap beef. This latest request from the judge proves that Drake is not a martyr. Drake don't give a fuck about the labels using the artists. He don't care about, the labels be doing underhanded tact. This shit ain't about none of that. His latest request just proves he's bad. He got spanked. That is literally it. He got spanked. Point blank, period. Like, I don't understand how y'all keep trying to make this shit out to be like Drake some kind of martyr, bro. Like, nigga, how you requesting all documents or all communication between Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar from 2019? Nigga, the rap beef was in 2024. So you want 6 years of communication between Kendrick and Dave Free. What the fuck does that have to do with you losing the rap beef? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with UMG underhanding Drake, allegedly, which they didn't. Drake was just fucking cocky and went into the rap beef thinking that he was gonna push Kendrick away like he was nothing. And it didn't turn out how he wanted. So now he's in court suing like a bitch. Nothing y'all can say to me will prove that Drake actually cares about other artists getting used by labels and this, that, and the other. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a goddamn fuck. And y'all keep trying to make it like Drake's some fucking victim. Nah, buddy. You begged that man to drop, and then when he dropped, you lost the beef. And now you suing, trying to pretend that you unbothered by it, trying to pretend like, bro, we seen them throwing shit at you on the stage. That ain't never happened before. The people really genuinely don't fuck with you no more, and you can't accept the fact that you lost. Go home, Roger. Tired of your ass. The fuck?
I'm not finna BS, we finna get right into it. Drake's legal team has requested UMG to provide all documents on domestic violence allegation involving Kendrick Lamar and our Days free relationship with him and his children. Now that we got that out the way, yeah. Mind you, this lawsuit is about body and defamation. That's what this lawsuit is originally about. Yet, he wants documents and communications related to allegations of domestic violence against women and or other forms of violence committed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Not only that, because that's not the craziest thing on here, he also wants documents and communication related to Dave Free and his relationship with Kendrick Lamar Duckworth and Kendrick Lamar's children. And we told y'all this whole time that this lawsuit ain't have nothing to do with defamation. It's the fact that he can't take a L and he's trying to prove that he's right as if it's going to change anything. Even going so far to put content creators like Screwface and No Life Shack in this law.
It didn't stop being a rap battle just because Kendrick threw out them allegations. Drake threw out the allegations first. He said Kendrick's kids wasn't his, and he said Kendrick was violent against Whitney. He said that in Family Matters. And he made jokes about it throughout the entire song, and he made jokes about it in Heart Part 6. It only stopped being hip-hop when Drake lost. That's when it decided to be like, oh, these are real allegations. These are hurting my image. Yeah, because you lost the rap battle. You was throwing out slander. Kendrick threw out slander. It is what it is. He's only suing because in the public eye, he lost. Also, the reason why Kendrick's allegations stuck more is because he do hang around a nigga named Baka Not Nice who got a sexual trafficking charge, who was convicted of that. And Drake said it was a holiday when this nigga got released, texting a 14, 50-year-old Millie Bobby Brown at 30. These are things that people can tie together and be like, you know what? That is kind of weird. People love to be like, well, Kendrick rapped about a whole daughter that didn't exist. He was just talking. Well, apparently Drake fed him that information, right? So y'all just we ignoring that now? At the end of the day, it was hip hop. Just because people got a magnifying glass on all the weird shit he been doing the last 15 years, it is what it is. They was calling that nigga weird before this bout. Kendrick just happened to make a catchy ass song about the nigga, which won Grammys, and he performed that song at the Super Bowl.
Kendrick Lamar and Rick Ross called Drake a white boy, and he proved them right at every single turn. How much of a loser-ass Karen do you have to be to get the law involved in a rap beef? In Drake's lawsuit against UMG for the diss track Not Like Us, he's requesting documents regarding DV allegations about Kendrick Lamar and requesting paternity tests for Kendrick's children, rumors that he created and spread about Kendrick. Not only that, he's requesting full disclosure of Kendrick's recording contract. This is horrible for hip-hop. Labels will now see musicians as liabilities and rappers won't be able to make the same music they want. Drake is actively destroying the culture, something a certain demographic is known for.
So this is why I call Drake stands hip-hop MAGA. They are delusional. So understand, Drake went into this rap beef. Drake used UMG in order to release his own music, slandering Whitney, slandering Kendrick Lamar, slandering Dave Free. Kendrick responded. In your head, you're saying they paid Kendrick Lamar to do that. That's the reason why he had pre-recorded diss records. Could it be possibly that an artist who makes music, who was engaging in a rap beef, who had weeks to prepare, made multiple songs? Like, y'all struggle with critical thinking. And I saw how you stopped responding to me after saying that I'm uneducated and all of this. I want to know your educational levels, right? Because I'll be calling people stupid. I'm sure that you looked up that ESQ, so let me know your education levels.
Bruh, Drake has hit a new level of soft bitch assness, bruh. This lawsuit is just revealing so much, and for me, and I feel like a lot of people like me that still, will give his music a chance. I don't think I can listen to his music no more, knowing he's this soft, he's this much of a bitch. Like, I just cannot. Okay, so for all those that said this lawsuit was only Drake versus the label, right? So y'all try to make Drake some type of martyr, right? Drake a martyr, right? They wanted to make Drake some type of martyr. Oh, he's fighting the system. Okay. I don't know how you make that correlation, but whatever, right? But now it's coming out, yes, this lawsuit has to do with Kendrick. And it's getting dirty because Drake and his legal team is requesting documents from January 1st, 2014 to present of all documents and communications relating to allegations of domestic violence, violence against women, or other forms of violence committed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. He's, just by that alone, he's trying to implement Kendrick in something. To request documents of allegations first. Anything credible, because Kendrick has not been arrested for any of this. But he wants the rumors. He wants to know any type of rumors or any type of documents or communications that was talking about that. So it could even be fake. He just wants it, right? To, I guess, build this case against Kendrick. Wow, right? And he's also requesting documents from January 1st, 2019 to present, all documents and communications related to Dave Isaac Freely, aka Dave Free, and his relationship to Kendrick Lamar Duckworth and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth's children. It's getting nasty. He's trying to imply that, Dave Free is really Kendrick Lamar kid's daddy, right? I say it's getting nasty. He's doing all this in the courtroom, like, just wild, just wild. He could just took the loss, bro. He's such a bitch ass. He's also requesting documents of all documents and communications relating to the rap feud from August 1st, 2023 to present. So so he's gonna go in the courtroom and look at the song, not like look at this song, judge. Look what he said about me. This is really colonizer talk, dog. He's really finna end a lot of things we love about hip hop with this lawsuit. I truly believe so. I believe, it's so soft, you so sensitive that, Kendrick hit a chord, but bro, you could have just took the L. You could have just took the L, bro. So, yeah, I'm not respecting it. All y'all people that still trying to hold on to Drake or make him out to be something, we seen it, bro. Like, niggas wasn't lying when we said this lawsuit is just not about the label. That's what everybody kept trying to say. The Aubrey's Angels, they kept trying to say, oh no, it's going after the label. The label's picking on him, and if the girl doesn't like Drake, I have to not date her. Like, come on, man, that weird shit. No.
This is the first artist to put rap beef on paperwork, and it's so abnormal. Drake, you started all this, and now you can't take it after you got dissed back. And didn't know that Kendrick was a monster in this rap thing. Kendrick Lamar is a lyrical monster. And now you really know after what you went through in this rap battle. J. Cole is so smart because he's somewhere smoking a cigarette and kicking back because he's not in this. His name is Bennett and he ain't in it. But Drake, that's your fault. And that's why they say, if you can't take the heat, then stay out the kitchen. If you poke the bear, you will get ate. You poked the bear and got ate up. Now you want to backpedal and pull something like this, which is the most cowardly thing.
Not like us saw an increase in streaming numbers on every major platform yesterday. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, I believe, and iTunes as well. And this is coming off the back end of a lot of that information regarding Drake's lawsuit for or about Not Like Us, defaming him, and everything else that comes with that lawsuit. And I want to let you guys know this is going to continue to happen. This is why this lawsuit is so confusing to me. Because for all the Drake fans that hop in the comments and say, oh, he's exposing them and all this, I don't know what you guys think the end result is going to be of this lawsuit. I don't think you guys understand whether this case gets dismissed, whether Drake ends up settling, or whether Drake wins this lawsuit. The results of this battle will remain the same. I don't think that's clicking to you guys. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. It's not clocking to you guys. I don't think you guys could like really understand that and put that in perspective. And I think all the creators are coming out and just being biased against Drake. There's a reason even DJ Academics is speaking out against this lawsuit, saying, I don't agree with this defamation lawsuit. I like defamatory lyrics and diss songs and shit. We champion it all the time in hip hop. Let's say in a hypothetical world, they find out that Kojo, because you guys want me to talk about Kojo so much, right? They find out that Kojo paid for 2 million streams, bots on Spotify or whatever. Hypothetical world, this is what you guys want to be true, right? Let's say in the hypothetical world, they found out Kojo paid for 2 million bots. You know how many opinions that would change? Maybe 2%. Maybe 2%. I keep trying to explain to you guys what took place during the battle, and you guys failed to listen. People did not start liking Not Like Us when they seen it was doing crazy numbers. That's not what happened. Not Like Us dropped in the heat of the biggest rap battle of this generation. In history, actually. I'm standing on that hill, dying on that hill. In history. Kendrick dropped a song called Not Like Us, and everybody stopped what they was doing on that Saturday and tuned into the song and was posting about it. This is before the song even made it to digital streaming platforms. Before it was even on Spotify, Kendrick just tweeted a link to YouTube, and everybody heard that song via YouTube, and we all started making content about it. All of the reactors reacted to it on YouTube. All of the TikTok content creators were reacting to it on TikTok, and everybody on Twitter and Instagram were posting their Twitter and Instagrams about it when it happened live. Nobody was like, oh my God, this song has so many streams. Maybe I should start liking the song. It changes nothing. All this lawsuit is doing is going and making people listen to the song again. It's actually counterproductive.
It say Drake's legal team is requesting UMG to provide docs on a domestic violence allegation in Dave Free's relationship with Kendrick's kids. Quick question, what does this do? See, it was making sense to me when Drake was talking about, ownership, or the rumors was going around about settlements and money and he wants to get out of this contract. That made some kind of sense to me. I didn't agree with the route of it, but it made some kind of sense. But what does this do? I hope none of the allegations are true, whether it's Drake's or Kendrick's. I don't want any of that to be real, because that's just crazy. But what does this do? How does this help his case? I don't understand that. Is this going to be a see I gotcha type thing, or I don't understand what he wants. Does he want to ruin Kendrick, or I don't know. Where's the unbothered part at? You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know. I'm lost.
Good morning, OVOs. Thought it wasn't about Kendrick. Thought he wasn't suing about Kendrick. I thought he was suing big business. What happened? Your corny ass boy is trying to prove his diss track right. He's trying to find any documentation he can find that'll prove that Kendrick Lamar is a woman beater and that Dave Free is the father of one of his kids. I can't wait to see how y'all try to spin this bullshit. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm not about to get excited. I'm not about to do nothing extra because I already know that y'all gonna find a way to move the goalposts for this bullshit too. Saddest shit to ever happen in hip-hop history. A Canadian willingly participated in a battle, got cooked, torched, flambéed, barbecued, and is now suing UMG for defamation, and now he's also added in what his real intentions are, which is to go after Kendrick Lamar and whoever else he can. We bringing children into the situation. I cannot wait to see how y'all defend this shit. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for you OVOs to spin this one around, bro, and move the goalposts for this nigga again. This nigga is officially the corniest nigga in hip-hop history, bro. And the fact that y'all believe this nigga and run with everything he's told y'all is funny as hell, bro. It's funny as hell. Like I said, man, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting, man. Feel free to hit my comments, OVOs. I can't wait to see how y'all spin this one, bro. I really can't. It's not about Kendrick. It's not about Kendrick. It's about UMG and Lucian and Drake wanting his money and going independent. Drake is a bitch. Yeah, I said it. Drake's a bitch, bro. And y'all look corny campaigning behind this bitch with your OVO pom-poms. Damn shame. Over music, bro. Over battle rap. Drake's a bitch.